Hey, good evening, everyone. Appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. It's a Friday night. I am very, very tired. I'm about to faint. It's been a crazy, rough week. This was the end of tax season, so I'm very, very exhausted. But I had to do a quick unboxing today because, as you guys know, on April 15th, which was tax day, Nike did a shock drop for the Jordan 4 for the Nike SB Jordan 4s, right? The navy ones. And even though I was like super busy, had a lot going on that day, when I found out it was gonna be at 2 o'clock, I had to take a break real quick to try to get the shoe, and the access or whatever was not popping up on the sneakers app. And then I happened to get a notification on my phone from this guy on Twitter named Soul Links. Jumped on, that notification, opened it up, hit the link. It took me straight to the sneakers app. I'm looking at this guy skateboarding who was actually a famous skater. His last name is Costin. His first name escapes my mind, but he's a famous skateboarder. I'm looking at him skating around in these Nike SBs. I'm like, what in the world to do? So I ended up scrolling up, and I'm like, okay, I need to scratch because it looked like it was a scratch thing. So I started scratching. It popped up and said, you just revealed the Jordan 4 SB Navies. I hit it, picked my size, and checked out at 212 and was able to hit on the drop. So I was super excited because I never hit on the Pine Greens. Then this year I didn't hit on the Nigels. I didn't hit on the Union collab, the Shadow Jordan, Shadow Chicago's. I did not hit on the Nigels, the Unions, or the Jordan 185 Breads. I wanted all three of those shoes plus these SBs. But the Jordan 185 Bread drop was whack. Sending them shoes out to different boutiques and having them select who they want to come buy the shoe, that was whack. Two, the Union collab was horrible. All those people waiting in line for those Unions, they pulling people out the line, doing trivia, giving people free pairs. Then they do the drop, and it was whack because on the drop, you had to try to get inside the raffle. That didn't work. Then Sneakers did the exclusive access for 2 hours. You had to get access to get in the shock drop, and then you wait 2 hours to find out. That was whack. I didn't even get access on that. Then with the Nigels, I couldn't hit on the Nigels for nothing. I didn't hit anywhere on the Nigels. Nowhere. Anywhere. I went in 100 raffles. I went overseas. I went everywhere. Never was able to hit any. So when I was doing all the raffles for these, I didn't hit on nothing either. And I was like, man, I was praying and hoping when Nike dropped them, they would drop them in a fair way. And I know for some people, especially Android users, they could not get on the site. I wanted to try to go live and maybe try to do a video or even try to warn people once I got my pair. But I was working like it's tax day. I had to be at my computer. I had to be working. So that 4-5 minutes that I took away to try to do the scratch off and get the shoe, that was all the time I could spare. I couldn't jump on and try to do a video or try to warn people or try to send out text messages. Timing just was not working out. There was nothing that I could do. Fortunately, like I said, I couldn't do a video to try to warn people or even text anybody. I just had enough time to get my shoe and then get back to work. That's all I had enough time to do. But what I will say is that with this particular drop, there was way more regular people hitting on the drop than any other drop before. Normally, people try to get in these, get these shoes and they drop, and the bots eat it up. The bots jump in there, but the bots can't scratch stuff. So the bots couldn't get in there, and regular people, we ate that day. Most of the people that tried the cop. Like I said, with the exception of some Android users and some random people that weren't able to get in because of glitches and stuff. But for the majority of everyone, there's a lot of people that was happy with this drop because for once, regular people was able to get the shoe. And I was debating, like, man, should I buy this shoe resale? Should I, but I'm so glad I got a retail. Now, one gripe I will say is, like, I'm grateful to Nike because I got this shoe on, like I said, I hit it on Tuesday. Nike printed the label on Wednesday, and then Nike shipped it yesterday, and it got here today. It was crazy. I couldn't believe how fast it got here. And it was at the UPS store this morning at like 10:30. So I was like, bet. You know, it was crazy fast. The only gripe I got is that when I got to UPS and the girl tried to hand it to me so I wouldn't notice it. So I'm walking out and it felt funny. And I looked down, my box was completely opened already when she handed it to me. Now I'm praying and hoping wasn't nothing else in the box or nothing else in the shoe box, but the box was completely open. And I'm wondering, did somebody rip the box open and try to see what the shoe was? Either the FedEx driver ripped it open to see what the shoe was, to see if it was his size, and maybe it wasn't his size. Or one of the young guys at the UPS store ripped it open and looked and was like, is this my size? No, it ain't my size, only a 10. And they put it back in the box. But I'm like, how did my Nike box get ripped open? See that? They ripped this part open. The perforation is ripped. They ripped it open. This part is ripped. They just ripped this whole thing open. It's crazy. This is perforated, and they ripped it completely open. But anyway, now we're going to open up this shoe. We're going to do an unboxing. We're going to see what this looks like. This is going to be my first time holding this shoe physically in my hand. I did look at the box to see, like, okay, was the box tampered with, the shoe box? But I have not physically taken the shoes out of the box. I did just try to maybe look and make sure, like, that, like, 2 shoes was in there. Like, I took the lid off. It was like, okay, it's 2 shoes in there. Because I had to look before I left the UPS store. Because I would have got home and had 2 bricks in here or something. Or 2 fake shoes or something. Not fake shoes, but 2 shoes of another brand. I would have been mad. So I had to check it before I left the store to open it up and make sure 2 shoes are sitting in there. But I haven't unwrapped them or physically taken them out the box. So this is my first time actually being able to unwrap them and look at the actual shoe. So I'm going to slide this out here for you guys. I'll throw this box over there. All right, throw that box over there. Hold on a second. That box had my address on the bottom, so I'll just throw it over there. So anyway, this says Air Jordan 4 Retro SP, which stands for Special Projects. This is, like I said, the Air Jordan 4 SB Navy. All right, so this shoe, I'm sorry to show you guys this, just in case you haven't seen any unboxings. Top of the box has got that Jordan, the Jumpman symbol with Flight under it. It's got the Nike SB and the Jumpman there on the front, and then also on the back of the top lid. I want to slide this top lid off. Slide this right down to here. So in this particular shoe box, there is a QC label. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's green and white. When I take the shoes out, I'll show it again if it's hard to pick up now on the camera. It's got your like standard kind of like bread tissue paper in there with the, like the speckling in there. So you can flip that back, and then once you flip back that first layer of the paper, this I believe is the right shoe. And Nike has been like wrapping their shoes up a lot lately. I don't know if that's because they're trying to make sure they don't bleed or they don't run onto something else or whatever. But this is the left shoe here. And so you guys, like I said, it's gonna be my first time unwrapping it and looking at it. I'm just trying to figure out how it's wrapped. So I don't know how to put these back in here when I want to put them back up. This is the left shoe here. And these things are sweet. They kind of put you in the mind frame of the military blues, but the blue is darker. And then also these have the gum bottom, unlike the military blues. But you've got the white sole with a red Nike sign, with the check mark, with the gum bottom on the back of the shoe here on the heel tab, on the heel itself, I mean, and then on the forefront of the shoe. This is a gum bottom there. It's supposed to be for like traction when you're skateboarding to help keep you on the skateboard or whatever. Because this is a SB collab, so it's for skateboarding. It's supposed to be similar to like, how you use skating with the dunks and you get the traction on the skateboard and all that. So it's supposed to be a shoe to make it comfortable for skating. It's supposed to have a lot of extra padding in here as well, because when the Jordan SB4 Pine Greens dropped, after those dropped, Jordan brand started emulating that shape and the way those are made with a lot of the other Jordan 4 models that came out after that. But on the side here, you got, the white netting as usual. You got the lace lock here. And the thing about these lace locks is they're really, really soft. They're not like really, really hard like some of the other Jordan releases. And then like this is really soft too. Because I guess it's made like that to give it flex, as you're wearing these and stuff. It's got like this little, like on the outsole, it's white. It's got the little blue accents coming around with the white outsole. The air unit is red, similar to how the Pine Greens were red in the air bubble as well. You've got the nubuck coming around on the toe there. These things are amazing. As I'm holding them, I just can't believe I hit on them. I don't care how many people hit on these. I'm glad I hit. That's all that matters. But and the reason why I say it don't matter how many people hit on them, because sometimes when people hit on shoes, they say, oh, that's a brick now. Resale value is going down. A lot of people got it. I don't care about resale. I didn't buy these to sell. I bought these because these are going on my feet, and I couldn't wait to get a pair of these. So I'm super happy. The shoelaces are white with these. It's got a Jumpman with Flight under it. The insole, they put a red insole in there that says Nike SB, Nike Air SB. On this side, it's the same thing, pretty much the regular side. The blue, the navy wraps around. It's got the gray nubuck, the red air unit. And the thing about these too is that with the regular 4s that come out, there's an air unit in the front. But with these, they took the air unit out and they put some type of material in the front. I think that's similar to the same material that they put in the dunks to give like extra cushion. But I know they did remove the air unit in the front and put a different type of cushioning in the front to make these a lot more comfortable when you're wearing them. Now let me grab the right shoe and let me see if there's anything extra on the right shoe that was not on the left. Now, one thing that was kind of weird, I don't know if it was like this with the Pine Greens, but in this shoe box, normally when I get a pair of Dunks, SB Dunks, there'll be a Nike SB sticker inside, but with these, there was nothing inside. So I'm hoping they didn't rip it open and maybe there was something in there like a collectible or something that was in the shoe box or in the box of the shoe and they stole it. Like, I have no idea. Because like I said, the box is open, so I'm going to maybe try to check out somebody else's unboxing or reach out to a couple other people that I know got the shoe and ask them, was there anything extra in their shoe box that wasn't in mine? Because I don't have nothing in mine. So if they have extra stuff like stickers, maybe a Jordan card or something like that, because a long time ago, the Jordan Retros used to come with this retro card that showed like all the Jordans, like from 1 to I think like 23 or something like that on this little retro card back when they first started redoing the Jordan Retros when I was in high school in the early 2000s. So if it's something like that, I don't have it in here. Like I said, maybe somebody took it out, but I don't know. I'm gonna confirm that and figure out what happened. But this is the right shoe here, and on this particular right shoe, I thought maybe there would have been like a hang tag or something on here. And there's like no hang tag or anything like that, which I thought they would come with a hang tag. So basically both shoes are pretty much identical. There's nothing, different between the two shoes. One thing I did want to point out on the back of both shoes, rather like Jordan 4s normally either have a Jumpman here or it'll have a Nike Air on the back, but these have Nike SB on the back the same way the Pine Greens did. So that's on the back of each shoe. Trying to look and see if there's anything I'm noticing. that's different. The only thing I would say between this shoe and the other one is that I am seeing a lot more glue stains on this one than on the other one. But it's like glue stains in like spots like up here on the leather, which I can just easily, you know, clean off or whatever. But not really seeing a lot of glue stains like around like the stitching or anything. But definitely can see where they dripped a few drops of glue like on the shoe. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but like right here, there's like a scratch above that lace or whatever. Not a super big deal. You know, I can easily probably like wipe that off and get that off. But I am seeing like some smudge, like some glue smudges and stuff. I don't know if you guys can see that. It picks up on the camera. It's like glue stained on there. But it's not bad. It'll come off, you know, by wiping it down. And like there's glue smudges there as well. So I guess when they were putting the glue here, maybe somebody took their nasty fingers and touched them there or something. But one thing that's interesting too with these is that behind the tongue is blue. I mean, it's navy. And then the sock liner is white. The sock liners were white as well on the pine greens. That would probably be my main complaint maybe about this shoe, is that I wish they would have did the sock liner in navy. That way when you're wearing them, you could wear any color sock that you want. And if you wanted to wear ankle socks, you wouldn't have to worry about the sweat from your feet and your ankle rubbing all up against the ankle sock. So now you gotta wear a longer sock with this so that you don't rub all up against this and you take this shoe off and the inside of the sock liner is black. That would just be terrible. Last and final thing I do want to note is that on the back of here, normally that Jordan 4 tab here is, you guys just stay looking at this for a minute. I'm going to grab this. So this is my one. I did a double up on these by accident, but these are the Jordan 4 Reimagined Breads, right? So with this, the heel tab on these Bred 4s is a lot more flimsier than the normal Jordan 4s. Normally this is super hard and super stiff. So they made these a little bit softer to try to mimic the SBs. But as you can see, even though this is softer, it's still not as flimsy or as soft as the SBs. So with the SBs, these are like super soft and flimsy. So see how I can just flick that like that? So when you're wearing these, you're not going to have any discomfort from this particular heel tab. With a normal Jordan 4, these are super stiff, can cut up the back of your ankle. And then with when they did the Breds and they started doing some of the 4s this year, they started making this, last year, they started making this a little bit more softer, but they never made it as soft as the pine green. So this back tab is super soft there. But these are the shoes, everyone. Left shoe, right shoe. So I'm going to show you guys what they look like again. Side by side. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And like I said, I'm going to do a little bit more research and find out if there was extra stuff in the shoebox. Because if there was extra stuff in the shoebox, that means whoever was the driver or the person at the UPS store basically took the stuff out of the shoe. Took the stuff out of the shoebox, not out of the shoe. They took it out of the shoe and wouldn't be a shoe in my hand. Like I said, I'm tired. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to hopefully get some time over the next few weeks where I can do a ton of on feet, throw some of these shoes on my feet that I have been reviewing, let you guys know how they fit, let you know if you should go true to size, go up or down, give you guys a little bit of my opinion on these. I'm also going to be doing some videos where I'm going to be doing some comparisons. I got to do comparison between the A Ma Maniére Air Maxes. I got to do some comparison between the Jordan 5 Metallics and the Jordan 5 A Ma Maniére Dust pair. I got to do a comparison between these and the Military Blues. So there's a lot coming down the pike that I got to do some comparison for. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And last but not least, I will be picking up some merch from Outrank brand to match with these SB4s because I'm not sure where I would find anything to match with these. So I'm definitely going to be grabbing some stuff off of their site. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for watching. You guys have a lovely weekend. Trying to slow down a bit on my shoe purchases. I'm running out of room, and I want to start putting more money into investing and stuff like that, which we already are doing, but I want to put more money towards that. So I'm going to try to start slowing down with the sneakers unless I can move maybe 30 pairs. I got like 30 pairs that I'm trying to get rid of and I'm trying to sell. Right now they're on Poshmark because I don't really have time. I'm going to probably put them on Facebook Marketplace too and maybe try to get rid of some pairs that way. But for the time being, I do have at least 2 more pairs coming in that's going to make for good review videos. So we'll do those review videos, and after that I got to figure out what I'm going to do because I do want to try to get the white cement 4s. So I'll probably try to get those, the rare Air 4s, and then hopefully that'll be it. Promise. I'm trying to cut back for real. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And please remember to hit up those comments, any feedback, negative, positive, any criticism. I just appreciate you guys for watching. Please like the video, and please subscribe if you can. I'm trying to upgrade the channel and stuff. It's going to be a work in progress. I got a family. I work full time, so it's a lot. But I'm trying to do this. I do this for fun. But I do want to try to make these videos a little bit better for you guys' viewing pleasure. So thank you for rocking out with me and watching these videos, for as long as I've been on this journey. I do appreciate each and every last one of you. Please have a good weekend. Like, comment, and subscribe. Be safe. Have a blessed weekend, and happy Easter. Bye-bye.